algebraically for x. So let's look at this equation. Again, I always tell you that every time that you're solving for x, your goal is to isolate x. So let's look at the equation as two different parts. We make a line right coming down right across that equal sign. On one side, we have our -7 plus 2 parentheses 2x plus 5. On the other side, we have 15 take away 2x. The first thing that I notice is that on one of the sides, this side, we have parentheses. And when we have parentheses, we must eliminate them first. So let's go ahead and apply the distributive property to eliminate the parentheses. So we have a positive 2. We have to distribute it to the 2x that's inside. So let's bring down our -7 first. Now 2 times 2x gives you positive 4x. Next, we have to do positive 2 multiplied times your positive 5. And that gives you positive 10. Then bring down your equal sign. Bring down everything else that we didn't do anything to it. 15 take away 2x. The next thing that you need to do is combine the like terms, because this side looks a little bit messy. There's a whole bunch of things going on as opposed to this one where it's just something simple. So on this side, I noticed that the -7, well, that didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out, but the -7 and the positive 10 are like terms. So that means that I am going to combine them. -7 plus 10 gives you -3. I'm sorry, positive 3. Bring down your positive 4x. And then bring down your equal sign. Bring down your 15, take away 2x. And now we cannot combine like terms anymore on any side because this one has an x and this one does not have an x. Same thing here. This one is a constant and this one does have an x. So now what we're going to go ahead is isolate the x. So we're going to put the x on one side. Let's get rid of this 4x so that we only have an x on one of the sides. To get rid of this one, we know that this one is a positive 4x. So we have to do the opposite, which is take away 4x. And whatever we do to one side, we must do it to the other side. Take away 4x from here. 4x take away 4x simply cancels each other out. They equal 0. And then bring down your positive 3. Bring down your equal sign. Now on this side, we have our 15. We didn't do anything to it. -2x take away 4x. That gives us -6x. The last thing is that now we have to make sure that our constants are on one side so that our x's are only on one side. We know that this is a positive 15 because there was nothing in front of it. So let's do the opposite or the inverse. Take away 15 from both sides. We have 3 take away 15. That gives us our -12. Bring down your equal sign. Now 15 take away 15 cancels out because they equal to 0. Bring down your -6x. Now the last thing here is that we notice that this -6 is next to that x, which simply means that it's multiplying. So we have to do the inverse, which is divide by -6. And we do it to both sides. Next, we have -12 divided by -6. That gives us 2. Bring down your equal sign. And -6 times and dividing by -6 are inverse, so they cancel each other out. And you're left with your x. So you can write it this way, 2 equals x, or the more proper way is x equals 2. Any of those two would be correct.